Alright, here we are for round 5 against Joe Abel. Playing this Affinity deck on this bonus Popular Decks episode. And just lost a heartbreaker last round. We were so close. Couldn't pull it off. Lost to Sakura MTGO Grinder. Got 4 lands, but I'm going to keep this one. We get to play this Mirror Enforcer on turn 3, and that's pretty strong, so I think this hand is fine. We don't have a lot of bad draws either. Like, most of the cards we could draw are pretty decent. Alright, we're playing against Stompy again, so if you guys are going to play in leagues, make sure your deck is good against Stompy, because, I don't know, it's something like, I don't know, it's up to like 30% of people playing in leagues are playing Burning Tree Emissary Stompy, basically. It's about to overtake Delver in popularity on MTG Goldfish, and it only hasn't yet because Delver had so many built up early in the month. We've been getting about 4 out of 10 Stompy lists every day, pretty much. Most of the days. Alright, we're getting an attack. So we already beat Stompy once this league. They don't really have an answer to ATOG Fling, which is kind of how you win against them, so I do already have the Fling. It's possible I should have another ATOG in my deck just so I can have a better answer against Stompy. So our hand's pretty slow. My guess is our Mirror Enforcer is just going to eat a Pump Spell next turn when we play it. I believe I'll be able to play this ATOG plus the Mirror Enforcer next turn. No, not quite. Depends what we draw. If I draw like a Springleaf Drum, then I will be able to play both. It'll make my Mirror Enforcer 1 cheaper and give me 1 more mana from one of them. I'm not going to have enough for ATOG Fling, so I'm going to play the Mirror Enforcer over the ATOG next turn. I don't know exactly what I'm hoping for our opponent to have here. They've got Pit Skulk. Yeah, it's a pretty insane draw from them. That would have been a great draw last turn, but instead it's not good at all, unfortunately. But I'm going to play it over the Mirror Enforcer, because the Mirror Enforcer is hopefully going to be free next turn. Plus I might need to sacrifice the Mirror Enforcer to the ATOG. I don't know. We're too slow this game. Now that Burning Tree Emissary is in the format, you get a lot more turns where they play multiple 2-power creatures on turn 2. So we just got hit by kind of the Stompy draw, and we didn't have anything to answer it, so. Okay, pretty easy block on the Pit Skulk. We might be dead here. I didn't really count. Wow. Oh wait, they're pumping that one? Isn't this lethal? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, they could have put me to 1 instead of doing this. I'm just gonna let that happen. Okay. I'm at 5. There's really nothing I can do anyway. Possibly I should have cracked this and try to get a Galvanic Blast to hit that. Still be at 5. Yeah, I don't know, I'd at least have outs, I suppose. Another Forager, huh? So I can block this River Boa and this and take 5. I believe I have no outs. Can I play this Mirror Enforcer? No. So I think I have to play the ATOG. So I wouldn't have drawn the Galvanic Blast anyway, it looks like. What do I need to draw for this? So if I draw a Springleaf Drum, I still can't do anything. Yeah, we're dead. That's a bummer. So we're going to bring in those Clan Shamans, which are the best cards we have against them. We really need to win game 1 against Stompy, and since we Basically, we were on the draw there and we lost, so they're going to have a ton of sideboard hate for us, just like the last opponent did. But we can get lucky too. So we're going to bring in this Cart Clan Shamans, and I'm going to take out some of the stuff like last time that really depends on having, well, really depends on having Affinity, because we won't be able to cast it. So let's go with this. I didn't see anything that would make me want to bring in Electrickery, so one land hand on the play. Hand's not even good if we hit our land, so I'm gonna mulligan. Hand's pretty good. Darksteel Citadel again, like I said before, is our best land against them. Run out this Flare Husk, play the Wellspring next turn. Pray that we draw something good. Yeah, let's keep this. Put that on the bottom. I just kind of have to operate under the assumption that all of our artifacts aren't getting killed. Because I don't have any action, I can't just keep a land on top, even if they're going to blow up a couple of my lands anyway. Alright, this is shaping up to be a pretty decent draw. Get that Froggy out there. Alright. I have to decide here if I want to block the Nettle Sentinel with my Frogmite. The disadvantage is that I could equip the Flare Husk next turn to it, and it would be too big. But my guess is if I block this turn, he'll play a Pump Spell, and that'll be fine with me. See what our opponent does. I'd much rather force our opponent to play a Pump Spell this turn rather than next turn if that's something they want to do. People are being epically confronted. Nope. So first main phase either means they're not attacking or they're going to play a Rancor. Wow. Alright, let's see if they have another one. Alright. 8 power on turn 2. Pretty good. Pretty good. Alright, let's see what we get though. Forager, huh? Well, I can play that. Here we are. Green. See what we draw. Another land. Well, we put a land to the bottom. And we drew 2 more, so. Let's see what our opponent has here. I know they have the Rancor. Double Rancor means we have to trade if we want to block. I think I'm just gonna wait, and then I'm gonna move our, I don't know, move our Flare Husk over. Yeah, we're dead. DED dead. We're dead to any Pump Spell this turn. Well, any 4 damage one. Even if they don't have one, if basically if they have any spells, we're gonna lose. Yep. So this is a little risky because, oh wait, why do our opponents keep doing this? Why are you targeting, like, this is lethal? Doesn't make any sense. Well, alright. I mean, if you don't want to kill me till next turn, I suppose that's fine. Unless they have another one. Yeah, so like if they had another one, they definitely should have targeted their other creature. It doesn't matter because we're not going to be able to punish them, but that was definitely a mistake. Like, I only have 1 card left, so if they have another Vines, then they should have absolutely targeted one of these ones to make it lethal. Oh, they have a Pit Skulk? Why were they tapping their mana? Weird. Alright, well still, I think I would have probably targeted one of these because it's still a blowout if I kill this in response. And I'm actually dead if you hit one of these other ones. So I need to hit exactly my, I need to hit my Cart Clan guy. We died. We lost. This is my first video on here where I went less than 3 and 2 at least. So a lot of people have been asking me today and yesterday what I would play in a league right now, and It's definitely not Affinity. I just wanted to show you guys Affinity because I don't think any of you guys would ever vote for it, and it's kind of a fun deck. It's kind of cool, but it's too inconsistent for my taste. I would rather have a deck that I can play, make a lot of decisions, and you can see here we had a couple mulliganing decisions, but really it was like, can I count? Okay, I counted enough, you're dead. And that's not that fun to me. I would rather make a lot of decisions about, that's why I love playing Kudelka Boros and other blue decks and stuff like that. So people were asking me what I would play in a league though, and I would not play Affinity. There's too much hate out there for it, basically. Like, we should probably have been able to beat that blue-black deck, but Stompy's just not that good of a matchup. Like, if we have a slow draw at all, they're going to kill us. They're way more consistent than us, and their sideboard plan has 5 to 6 artifact destruction spells normally. The deck I would recommend playing is Kudelka Boros at this point, or I think the blue-red fairies deck's pretty good too. So there's a ton of Stompy running around. So if you want to play like a Turbo Fog deck, it's also a good time for that. So anything that can beat Delver and Stompy is what I would play. So Kudelka Boros really fits the bill there, and Blue-Red Fairies is pretty even against Stompy, and it's really good against regular Delver, and you have a better chance against Tron. Those are the two decks I would recommend right now. If you think that you can just dodge Delver all the time, then you should be playing, like we didn't play Delver at all in this league, and Affinity is great against Delver. It would have been nice to play against them. But if you think you can dodge Delver, Turbo Fog would actually be a sweet deck to play right now. It's so good against Stompy decks, so good against creature decks. It's actually pretty good even against that blue-black deck. Like, they don't actually have that many counterspells for Fogs. You've got, like, main deck they have just the 4 counterspells usually and maybe a Deprive, so you can usually get them in the first game pretty easily. Alright, that's going to be it for this round. And remember to vote down below. I've got the straw poll is still the one from yesterday's videos, so you could check those out. You can check that out and pick one of those decks. I'm doing some kind of interesting decks in that one, so pick your favorite of those cool decks, and we'll play those. And then just a reminder again, give me any comments, feedback, whatever, in the comment section below. Follow me on Twitter if you want to see when I go live streaming and when I put up videos. And check out the deck list if you want to play this Affinity deck. I'll have the deck list down there too. So hit the subscribe button if you want to see more of this. And that's my whole spiel, so that's about it for me. I'll see you guys next time.